How good is the RTX 2070 Super in Forza Horizon 6? I think that's the name of the game. But we're using a Ryzen 5 5600, 32 gigs of RAM. And right now, we're on 1080p with no upscaling whatsoever. And we're going to see if we can see what kind of performance we can get. All right, guys, we're on the preset high settings. And is there a built-in benchmark, or we have to actually... We can do ultra, extreme, high ray tracing. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just do extreme settings first and see if we can save and continue that. Where's extras? Nope. I don't want to do extras. Graphics and performance. Horizon 6. I was right. Love them and hate them, Microsoft. Yeah. Graphics and performance. Oh, start benchmark mode. I see it at the top. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. All right. We're going to start the benchmark with extreme settings. Takes about 2 or 3 minutes, so let's sit back, relax, grab some popcorn. Yeah, I'm dumb. I overlooked it. Optimizing your PC. Please wait. Optimizing for your PC. Dude, chat is so delayed. I wish I had fiber. It'd probably be a lot better for me, but better for streaming. Even though YouTube says that I have excellent internet for this live stream right now. Anyway. Oh man, this takes a while to optimize everything. 15 FPS, that's what you're guessing? Your guess is 15 FPS? I wonder if I can put like I can start a poll. Nah. 60 to 100, even on extreme settings? Yeah, I've never played Forza. I did a little bit of benchmark testing with Forza Horizon 5, and Forza 6 is like so popular that I decided to add it to my testing. So 1080p extreme settings, we're going to see. I think 60 to 100 FPS is pretty crazy. John Pork, thanks for stopping by, my guy. 40 or 55 FPS? That seems reasonable. 60 to 100, I don't know. I think 60 is probably an okay idea. But we'll put it to the limit with some ray tracing here in a minute too. Black Monkey. What's better for gaming? 7500X 3D or 9600X? Probably the X3D. You could be way off. We're going to find out here in a minute if this thing will ever load. I may have broke it. Thanks, Davin. Yeah, dude. I want to start interacting with the community more, man. I feel like there's not a lot of people that do this. If there's anybody that does this, like there's a couple of guys that test games, but most of the benchmarks on YouTube are no talking and people just playing. I don't like that. And then there's the one guy that talks a lot, the Worm Z guy. I like him. But if he live streams, I don't know about it. And so I feel like there's just not a lot of people that do this. So, okay, we're at the Forza Horizon Festival, whatever that means. Maybe that means the benchmark's about to start. There we go. There's a benchmark starting. All right. Guys, I used to love racing games going up, but I've never played them much. Is Forza fun to play? Like, is it a fun game? Like, the only racing games I played growing up are Need for Speed. Is it similar to that? Because, I mean, it looks kind of cool. All right. So, right now, we're getting close to 50 FPS. So, what's his name? John Pork. You were pretty close. It looks like you're going to be on the money with your guess. Huh. I may have to try Forza some then. The problem is I don't have a whole lot of time to play games. Except when I'm doing this. So if Forza's if it's real fun, I guess I could start playing it on stream instead of running the built-in benchmark. Like run a full race or something. Could do that. All right, guys. Our visual settings here. This is kind of in the way, but we're 1920p or 1920 by 1080p. Let's look at our FPS. That's for, so 52. Benchmark run is valid. Nothing like getting a wheel and drifting. I have a wheel, but it's a pretty cheap wheel. It's really not that great, I don't think. Anyway, extreme preset, we couldn't get 60 FPS. So we're going to go back to video options, graphics and performance. Let's go down to ultra. Let's go down to ultra and see. You love Corey the 500 keeping up? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure. Yeah, for without why did it? Oh, because it was on extreme. That's why. Will it run the benchmark again automatically? That's pretty cool. All right, let's see if we get 60 this time by lowering it to ultra settings. It's going to be close, it looks like. It's going to be real close. Yeah, we got to try some ray tracing, though. See what it does with the ray tracing. It is pretty cool, though, that like Forza gave them a recommendation of... Oh, you're talking about a car? Yeah, I'm totally lost on cars. I know nothing about it. I'm such a noob when it comes to stuff like that. Looks like we're going to get the same FPS, man. Looks like we're going to get the same FPS. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with the car thing, Corey. But yeah, so I appreciate all of you being here, guys, if I hadn't said it yet. But since you've been in here, you guys are awesome hanging out with me while I get to do this. And yeah. Okay, so this got 56 FPS, so about 4 more FPS. It tells you that the suggested preset is high. So let's see if I do the suggested preset, if it actually the game is the feature of the fun. Yeah. Absolutely. The game is pretty graphically intense. I'm not gonna lie. But oh wow, going down to high settings already off the rip gave us 70 FPS. That's crazy. Let's see if it holds there. But I mean, overall, it's pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. That is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, all right. 15 FPS. Yeah, so it must have some kind of setting that like really, like when you go from ultra to high, it must change something that really helps out the graphics card. Again, I don't really min-max stuff. Like I don't try to tweak settings and things like that, because the whole reason I didn't get into PC gaming sooner than what I did is because everybody that I watched on YouTube was like, oh, you got to do this, you got to tweak, you got to overclock, you got to do the, and like, I'm just not a fan of doing that. Okay. Is the reflections, and yeah, it does make it more graphically demanding with the fog and the rain and the water and stuff, but also all the shining lights and stuff, like the reflections off the cars. Yeah, all of that stuff. It does affect the video like intensity. But overall, I mean, you're talking about too, this is a brand new game running on a GPU that was released in 2019. So, I mean, I don't think that's terrible. But now we're going to do graphics and performance. We're going to do, there's only 2 ray tracing settings. Extreme, ultra, and high. Wow. All right, so we're going to do high ray tracing settings, I guess. That we're not going to do maxed out. What CPU am I using? I'm using the Ryzen 5 5600. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it's like right in here on the benchmark. Overclocking for the cards, end of life in my getting low FPS, then do it. Yeah, I'm not a huge overclocker guy. I'm just not. I've just never been that way. And most newer things don't need to be overclocked anyway. You know. Okay, guys, this is kind of this is impressive. Oh, 100%. I could get, if you mix settings, you could get locked 60. And if this was a game that I played all the time, I would definitely do it personally. 100% I would do that. But I'm not going to do that for live streaming purposes because it's harder to like keep up with. 1, 2, most people don't care that much. And so you might have to get a PC with these specs and upgrade your ROG Ally. Yeah. Do you have the new ROG Ally, like the Xbox handheld, or do you have like a different one? I'm trying to see, making sure my wife hasn't messaged me yet. I encourage people, don't get me wrong, I encourage you to tweak things and do what you want to do, but like, if you're like worried about it, like 51 FPS, guys, that's pretty dang good because we're on high ray tracing presets. I think that's pretty awesome. What do you think? The Z1 Extreme, that's pretty, yeah, that's solid. You got it for $340. Dude, that's a sweet deal. That's pretty awesome. I think this guy's is pretty good. But what we'll do, just for fun, let's turn on DLSS resolution scaling. Let's just turn it to auto. No, let's not do auto. Let's do quality. And run this same benchmark again, see if that gets us 60 FPS. That's what we're going to try. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to try. Oh, I got a quest completed. I played a game for 15 minutes. On my Xbox app. That's what I said. Oh, I didn't start the benchmark. That's my bad, guys. That's on me. For a card that came out in 2019, yes. Very, very good, dude. So good. We're going to get close to 60 on this, guys, but I think, well, now that it's moving, the upscaling's not helping a whole lot. We got 51, so we're getting about 4 or 5 more FPS. Nowadays, you put 2070 in a server for simple AI workloads. That's not bad. I don't do much with AI, I'll be honest. But it's pretty cool, all the stuff. I just don't have time to keep up with all of it, man. There's a lot of things. Like, I want to play around with Claude and try to make my own apps and stuff, but I just don't have time to do all that. I got a buddy who's an engineer, and he plays around with Claude AI stuff a lot, and he tells me about it, and, like, I want to try that stuff. I just don't have time. Like, today, I got up. I had a meeting with a dude that does YouTube stuff. Me and him chatted for about 30 minutes. Yeah, 7 years ago. 2019 was 7 years ago. That's wild. 59 FPS. We were so close to 60. So I definitely think, guys, that you could get 60 FPS if you tweak the settings. I think that's pretty good for Forza. Not going to lie. If you have... if you'd rather me play games on this next time for Forza, let me know down in the comments.